Right, this is the conundrum we've got now. We've got this massive game coming up against Real Madrid for the holy grail of the Champions League. And I feel like the quiet bit has been the league. We've just been chugging along in the league. And if I show you it, well, I'll give you a glimpse of it. There's 4 games left and we are neck and neck with Benfica. And the conundrum is, this next run of games could make or break our season. So we've got this league game, which should be straightforward, but then we've got Real Madrid first leg, and then Benfica, and then Real Madrid. Those 3 matches are separated by 6 days. So do we start resting players for the league to prioritise the Champions League? I mean, they're in great health at the minute. You can see the condition down the side, and the morale's amazing. Everything's right at the club, but they can't all play 3 games in 6 days. So for the next game, which should be straightforward, I'm going to rest basically the entire squad. So everyone you see there, I'm going to go straight up here and I'm going to press clear, entire team selection. I'm going to start from scratch and just put basically a full reserve team in and risk it. So that's what we did, and the front 3 was Mbasso, Kim Min and Martinelli. And Santos coming as well. I'm fortunate that my backup attacking players are really good and they probably could start. So that was pretty straightforward. Now it's time for Real Madrid. We've got to attack them at home. We played out from the back and it cost us. Early in the second half, we are 1-0 behind, and it got a little bit worse here. Pedro to Abrams. It's 2-0 in the first leg at home. We did our best, but we couldn't break through. Next, it was time for the big championship potential decider against Benfica. So that Madrid game deflated us a bit, so I put my full strength team out against Benfica. And yet again, it was a mistake at the back playing out. We'll go behind. After a couple of tweaks in the second half, we came back at Benfica. Somehow that went in, and we'll take a draw, to be honest. We probably didn't deserve it. That meant the league situation is we're 3 points clear with 2 games to go now. Now it's time for this second leg against Real Madrid. I'm not sure what to do here. I was thinking back to last season when we played really well and got that draw and lost on penalties. But we're 2-0 behind, so we can't go negative. We're going to have to go at them. So we're going to play the home formation and see how we go. 20 blooming seconds into the match. 20 seconds. We need a hot start. Jude Bellingham, why is he even still there? So he put it away, that was 1-0. Proud of the boys though, Leo Zeno through, and now João Pedro does what he does. We're back in it, 20 minutes gone. But in honesty, we were outclassed in this one. It feels like we've gone a little bit backwards, and there was Jude Bellingham yet again. Our dreams are over, we're out in the semi-final to Real Madrid. I used to like Jude Bellingham. Now that great run in the Champions League, alongside the sales of players, have meant the balance of the club now is an astonishing 114 million. In the league, there's 1 game to go. We are 3 points clear as we look to claim our 3rd title in 4 years. I'll tell you what, we were kept waiting all up until the 46th minute. We got a penalty and Vegas dispatched. And 82 minutes, a set piece. In it goes. Champions again. So another great season, the 3rd title in the bag. I really should be buzzing with this. I'm just still gutted about that Champions League defeat. And my mind is thinking, do we need to change anything? And then I flip back to thinking, we got to the semis, don't change anything, just upgrade the personnel. It's a conundrum. But like I say, the finances are now ridiculous. And for those of you who've been through this entire journey, you'll remember what they used to look like. All the finances have meant that unbelievably we are deciding to build ourselves a brand new stadium. That is right, costing 51 million, so that's going to leave a big chunk in the finances. The board are going to build us a new stadium with a 28,600 capacity, which is more than double what we've got now. This club continues to grow. We should be really proud of the way we've grown this club, and the rankings have came out for the teams in UEFA, and we are ranked 8th. 8th. Now overall, ahead of such teams as Real Madrid, our new nemesis, Liverpool, Bayern and Manchester United. So that is season 15 done. We move on to season 16 and you can see there's already a raft of players wanted. I feel like it's going to be one of those pre-seasons where we're deflecting bids left, right and centre. But remember, if the bids are big, we've got to take them. Straight away a bid comes in and it's Real Madrid again. They've already took our 2 best players and now they're after João Pedro. They offer 60 million. For me, that's not enough. Rejected. Arsenal came in with a 52 million bid for Tripovski. Rejected that, just not enough. And now Barcelona are starting to creep around Vegas. This is going to be a long summer. So all my players are wanted, but look at that down that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 international clubs all want a slice of me. That's nice. In transfer news, Sergio Pozzo finally left us. He's joined Southampton for a fee of 48.5 million. It rises to 52 million, but I can't help but think we could have got more. But a signing I'm really happy with is Alvaro Peixoto here. We signed him from Portuguese league team Vitor Guimarães. I was a bit concerned I didn't have many Portuguese players. He's only 18, definitely one for the future. And he only cost 3.6 million. We are deep into pre-season now. Just a couple of them signings, a few more to come hopefully. Still a rake of players wanted. I'm going to try and build a new tactic to try in pre-season and to see if it flies, because I just can't help getting that Champions League game out of my mind. I really feel like a variation of a 4-4-2. I probably don't have the players for it at the minute, especially with the need for two inverted wing backs. But the fall of Daniel has just made me think that I need a different system that doesn't rely on this position here, bombing down the flank. So here we go. We tried it against Famalicão. That's right, Famalicão in the Super Cup. And we got absolutely murdered 5-1. But at least I can say Famalicão now. So late in the transfer window, we managed to sign Martin Perovski. He's another 18-year-old. He's 6'6". Not sure on where I'm going to play him yet. Let me know what you think. Centre-back, defensive midfield? Now, we also broke our transfer record with a fee that will rise to 20 million for Isaac Boateng. I wanted a bit more experience. He's in his peak years at 26. But what a bizarre player. He's a natural at striker. He's a natural at centre-back. He can also play right-back. What would you do with this guy? And have you seen better mental attributes than that? I had to buy him. So I didn't really give a chance to a 4-4-2. I abandoned it after that 5-1 shocker. I've just tweaked our tried and trusted, really. I've got a register back in the team thanks to Dennis because he's that good of a player. Look at him. It's probably not his favoured position, but we're trying him there. And in version 2, the big change is on the right-hand side. I've got a wing-back on attack with an inverted winger because that's me trying to find a way to get Santos, the Brazilian winger wonder kid, in the team alongside Tripowski when he's not blooming injured because he's also elite, but he can play as an attacking wing-back. So that's what I'm thinking of bringing in to go alongside the tried and trusted. Since that absolute whopping by Famalicão, we've actually been pretty good, you know. Pretty steady away in the Liga Portugal. And also the Champions League has started pretty well as well. A really good draw there against Man City, in which we probably should have won. A nice win away at Roma. And this is key because away's been our problem. But we dominated that one. So we didn't lose any more players in the transfer window, so we're good to go until January, and then they'll all come back in for them. But we're doing all right so far, deflecting those bids. Now, look at the league table. Something's shifted here. We're doing all right with third with only one defeat away to Benfica. But look who's creeping back into the fray. As we know, Porto have been out of the equation for years. I don't know, maybe it's the fact that Dimitri Payet's now their director of football. So Porto back in the equation alongside Benfica. We're tucked in at third. This could be a tricky season, this one. Now, we've got a massive game in the Champions League. We're currently undefeated in 11th, 2 wins, 2 draws, but we're about to play Liverpool away. We've had actually a pretty tough draw in this league stage of the Champions League. I'm going to try a slightly different tactic for this Liverpool game. Here is said tactic. I'll go for it properly on next episode. Same setup, but team instructions a lot different, including a mentality switch. It led to the Liverpool match. And this might blow your socks off, because it blew mine off.
Shorty later, I'ma see her in the morning. I get back in the morning, I'ma dick her while she yawning. Then she make me breakfast, standing only in the bars all over. The flow astronomic, boy, call it supernova. My only friend is chronic. I'm probably way too cold to be a cynic, but you can get the moving home if you ain't with it. $9 bound shit, I ain't even talking about it.